1 Samuel 10. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. He is a very jealous El. He doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And his son Yehoshua died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. And the letter J is about 600 years old. And Yehoshua in English is Joshua. 1 Samuel 10. And Shemuel took a flask of oil and poured it on his head and kissed him and said, It is not because Yah has anointed you leader over his Is it not because Yah has anointed you leader over his inheritance? When you leave me today, you shall find 2 men by Rahil's burial site. Rahil is R-A-H with a dot, E with a half a check mark, L. Rahil's burial site in the border of Benjamin at Seltza, T-S-E-L-T-S-A-H with a dot. And they shall say to you, The donkeys which you went to look for have been found, and see, your father has left the matters of the donkeys, and is worrying about you, saying, What shall I do for my son? And you shall pass on from here and beyond, and shall come to the terebinth tree of Tabor, T-A-B with a line underneath of it, O-R. And 3 men came up to Elohim at Bethel, and 3 men came up to Elohim at Bethel, shall find you there, one bearing 3 young goats, another bearing 3 loaves of bread, and another bearing a skin of wine. And they shall greet you and give you 2 loaves of bread, which you shall accept from their hand. After that, go to the hill of Elohim, where the Philistines' watch post is, and it shall be when you have come to the city that you shall meet a group of prophets coming down from the high place with a stringed instrument and a tambourine and a flute and a lyre before them, and they are prophesying. Lyre is L-Y-R-E. And the Spirit of Yah shall come upon you, and you shall prophesy with them and be turned into another man. And it shall be when these signs come to you, for you yourself as your hand finds to do, for Elohim is with you, and you shall go down before me to Gilgal, and see, I am coming down to you to offer ascending offerings and slaughterings of peace offerings. Wait 7 days till I come to you, then I shall make known to you what you should do. And it came to be, when he had turned his back to go from Shemuel, that Elohim gave him another heart. And all those signs came on that day. And they came there to the hill, and saw a group of prophets to meet him. And the Spirit of Elohim came upon him, and he prophesied in their midst. And it came to be, all who knew him formerly looked and saw that he prophesied among the prophets. So the people said to each other, What is this that has come upon the son of Quish, Q-I-S-H? Is Shaul also among the prophets? And a man there answered and said, Who is their father? That is why it became a proverb. Is Shaul also among the prophets? And when he stopped prophesying, he went to the high place, and the uncle of Shaul asked him and his servant, Where did you go? And he said, To look for the donkeys. And when we saw that they were nowhere to be found, we went to Shemuel. And the uncle of Shaul said, Please inform me what Shemuel said to you. And Shaul said to his uncle, He informed us plainly that the donkeys had been found, but he did not disclose to him about the matter of the rain what Shemuel had said. And Shemuel called the people together to Yah at Mitzvah, and said to the children of Israel, Thus said Yah, the Elohim of Israel, I have brought Israel up out of Mitzrayim, and delivered you from the hand of the Mitzrites, and from the hand of all reigns, and from those who oppressed you. And today you have rejected your Elohim for who and today you have rejected your Elohim who himself saved you out of all your evils and your distresses, and you have said to him, no, but set a sovereign over us, and now present yourselves before Yah of your tribes and your clans. And Shemuel brought near all the tribes of Israel, and the tribe of Benjamin was taken. Then he brought near the tribe of Benjamin by their clans, and the clan of Matri, Matri, was taken, and Shaul son of Kish was taken. And when they sought him, he could not be found. And they asked again to Yah, has the man come here yet? And Yah answered, see, he has hidden by the baggage. And they ran and brought him from there, and he stood in the midst of the people, and he was taller than any of the people, for his shoulders and upwards. And Shemuel said to all the people, do you see him whom Yah has chosen, that there is no one like him among all the people? And all the people shouted and said, let the sovereign live. And Shemuel declared to the people the rulings of the reign, and wrote it in the book, and placed it before Yah. And Shemuel took all the people away, each to his house, and Shaul went to his house too, to Gibeah, Gib, with a line underneath of it, apostrophe ah. And with him went brave men whose hearts Elohim had touched. But the ones of Belial said, What does this one save us? And they despised him and brought him no presents, but he kept silent. Well, you're a bunch of rapists, so Belial, Beliya apostrophe AO, they raped a woman. A bunch of them raped a woman, and then Benjamin refused to give them up, which is why they are one of the smallest tribes in this current time, like in the Bible. I don't know how it is now. But then they're sitting here despising them, like, is this guy gonna save us? Not you guys. You guys should get stoned. I don't know, maybe stoned or burned. Or burned while being stoned. There you go. But he kept silent. Interesting.